Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on third down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Mahomes. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Richmond. Come back.
Watson just beating the play clock. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tiger. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Give him 30 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watson on first down. It's complete to Hopkins. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On first down, it's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And with the play clock running low, Bill O'Brien's going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. From the 50, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Fuller, and he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the red zone now, Watson uses the stiff arm. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Okay, I'll admit it. I'm a little surprised by that call. 2nd and inches. It did what it was intended, but it felt like it was a free play waiting to happen. I thought they might take a shot.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Mahomes now on 1st down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Watson setting up the screen for Miller. Look at the spin.
Balance.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. 23 yards on the play.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Richmond.
Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Black 99 Philly.
Watson on third down. That's caught. It's Thomas. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal.
Richmond. Down. Black 22. Black 22.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. Watson trying to get his guys moving. Now Watson going to sneak it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Richmond.
On first down, Watson escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. D. Ford coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
Richmond. Come back.
Out of the gun, Watson. Powers ahead at the 45. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Black 99 Philly.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
Watson now to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 17.
Back 22. Back 22. 2 jet. 2 jet. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Black 58 round.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to run. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. For the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big.
Come back, come back.
On second down, here's Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Tiger. Hey, green the line.
On third down, Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 37 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run out?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third. Quarter.
Ace. There we go now. Green, 90.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while. What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to find Hill here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Now it's Mahomes again. 20. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And that is incomplete. Back now in Houston, all even as we get ready to start the fourth. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some splaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. By going for it, maybe you're saying you don't trust your field goal kicker, or maybe he knows something we don't. Maybe
blitz coming, and down he goes. D. Ford in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To throw on second is Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Texans on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because
Lamar Miller, he's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 77 yards. And the Texans have broken the tie. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Green, 90. Green, 90. Z.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up fourth and goal.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
They run again with Ware. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Ware stops short on fourth and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Richmond.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Black 99 Philly.
Throwing now, Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards there, getting him out of danger. It's a first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Tiger.
Watson. Caught here by Griffin. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time, they had it fourth and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, it's Watson. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Richmond.
Back to the air. Watson on second down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Again, it's Watson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans will add on to their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop it.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.